Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about states in class components. So as we discussed in the components introduction, class components are stateful components and functional components are stateless component. In this video, I will tell why the class components are called as stateful component. Here I have created a new React application with the name states. I have already executed it. If you open the Google Chrome, you can see the output. So this is the default output with a new React application. So first I will remove all the default stuff in the app.js and I will write simple h1 tag. So in this app.js component, I will remove all the default code. So I have removed all the things. So here I will write the h1 tag. h1, I will write this is states lecture. So I will press Ctrl S. Let's open Google Chrome. Here you can see all the default stuff has gone. We have only one h1 text. This is states lecture. Now we are going to create a new class component because states will work only in class component. So to create a new component, we have to create a new file in source folder with the name cc.js. So you can name it whatever. So for our convenience, I will naming it as cc because cc stands for class components. First I will write the import statement. Import React, component. The component must be placed in the curly braces only. Component from React. So we have imported the React and component from the React library. Now we need to create the class. Class followed by the class name. Here the class name is cc. Now we need to extend the cc class with React component. React dot component. This React dot component is having a method called render. In this render method only we have to return the HTML content. Return. So I will return div. In the div I will write the HTML tags. So here we are not getting the HTML snippets. To get the HTML snippets in React application, we have to change the snippets from JavaScript to JavaScript React. Here you can see JavaScript React. If you select these JavaScript snippets, it will give HTML as well as JavaScript both. So in the div we have to return the h1. h1. This is class component. Now we have created the class component. So to add this class component in app.js component, we have to export it. Export default cc. Now we need to import that cc in app.js component. Import cc from, in the colons we have to write the file path. File path is cc. Now we need to add this cc component in the actual div of the app.js component. So to add any external component, we have to write less than symbol followed by the component name slash and the greater than symbol. I am pressing Ctrl S. Now let's see the output. Here you can see the class component is created successfully. Now we need to create the state in this class component because we cannot create the state in functional component. If you observe here, the app is a functional component. App.js is the default component in every React application, which is a functional component. That's why I have created a new component with the name cc because in class components only we can use the states feature. Now I am going to create the states in class component. Before creating the states, we have to create the constructor in class component. So first we need to create the constructor. Constructor. So in this constructor only we have to write the state. So first in the constructor we have to write the super method. This is the super method. After super method we have to create the state with the following syntax. This dot state. So state here is a object. So that's why we need to write the curly braces. In these curly braces only we can write the key value pairs. So these key value pairs can be used in the HTML content. Now I will show how it is. So first I will write the simple key with name player. So the value is Ronaldo. So now I want to use this player in HTML content. So to use this player in HTML content, we just have to write that player in curly braces. That's it. In that curly braces, we have to write the player. So we need to write this dot state dot player. So because the player is present in the this dot state object, that's why we need to write the this dot state. If you do not write this dot state, it will raise the error. Afterwards I will show how to write this. So first we will enter the control. So now let's see the output. Here you can see this is class component and we got the player name Ronaldo. So I will write the other h1 tag. h1, the player name is Ronaldo. Sorry, here we have to write the variable name. Here the variable name is this dot state dot player. State dot player. Now let's see the output. Here you can see this is class component. It is a simple h1 text in the class component. Afterwards we have one h1 text with the name Ronaldo. Means this is the player name which has described in the state. Here you can see in this state only we have created a variable with the name player and value Ronaldo. Like this we can create the variables that can be used in the HTML content in the class component. So if you do not write this dot state, it will raise error. So I will remove this dot state and we will execute it. Here you can see we got the error, player is not defined, because we have to write the object name before the variable name. That's why we need to write this dot state dot players. So there is no error. Now we have understood what is state. State is a place where we can get data in the functional component. So without state we cannot create any external variables and we cannot use them in the HTML content. With the help of state only we can create variables and we can use in the HTML content with the help of this dot state. Now let's add one more variable. So we have to add the comma. So I will create the one more variable with the name country and I will write the value as Japan. So I want to use this country in the h1 text. I will create one more h1 text. The country in the state, the country is. So you have to write the variable name in the curly braces only. This dot state dot country. Now let's go back to the Google Chrome. Here you can see the output. The country is Japan. So like this way we can create the states in class component and we can use them in the HTML content while rendering. Thank you.